The Evil Dead franchise has some of the most beloved cult films that inspire generations. Growing up, Army of Darkness was, and still is, one of my favorite films of all time. Not only do the Evil Dead films showcase the talent of Sam Rami, but they also have wonderful, funny, and bizarre moments that make this franchise so unique amongst other horror action genres. Saber Interactive and Boss Team Games have teamed up to create the ultimate Evil Dead experience in Evil Dead the Game. Does this game encompass everything the Evil Dead movies stand for?
That's right. Who's laughing now?
Or should this game be banished back to the dimension from which it came?
For God's sake! How do you stop it?
Find out in our review. Hey folks, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It's 3 small clicks for you, but means the world to us. Let's get started.
I'll swallow your soul!
Come get some.
Evil Dead the Game is a 4v1 asymmetrical online experience. The 4-player team is tasked with completing a handful of objectives across a huge map, while finding weapons and other helpful items. The demon player must try to kill all 4 survivors before they complete all of the objectives.
Your team has secured the lost pages of the Necronomicon, exceeding my expectations
Little easier to see.
and giving hope to my lost soul.
The base concept is simple enough, but the overall design expands further into strategies and tactics for both sides, making each match extremely fun and unique. All of your favorite Evil Dead characters are here, from Cheryl and Scotty from Evil Dead 1, to Pablo and Kelly from the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show. And of course, there are also 4 different versions of Ash Williams to select as well, from the Evil Dead 1 Ash, 2, Army of Darkness, and Ash vs. Evil Dead. This ensures that anyone who's familiar with the franchise can pick up their favorite Evil Dead character.
It's good to see you, Jefe.
Good to be back.
Survivors are broken down into 4 classes, each with their own active and passive abilities. Supporters heal, reduce fear, and like their name implies, supports the team. Hunters are your ranged class, dealing heavy damage with guns and special weapons. Warriors are the tanks of the game, dealing out heavy melee damage and are hard to bring down. And finally, you have the leader class, survivors that buff others and themselves with passive benefits to the group.
We'll all go in together.
Hell no. You're the curious one.
Team composition is a big deal, and you'll have fun discovering what survivors you like playing and what synergizes with who, and how to optimally help your team the best way.
Now! Who's with me?
When a game starts, the survivors must locate 3 pieces of a map. Once all pieces have been found, you'll head to one of 2 locations to summon pages and the Cardarian dagger. These trigger a wave-based defense mode in which the survivors must stay alive while the summon gauge builds in an enclosed area. Once full, the demon player is transported far away from the survivors as they proceed to the next objective. Once the 3 pages are found and the dagger and lost pages are summoned, you'll head off to Ghostbuster and eliminate the dark ones by channeling the power from the dagger. Once all 3 are dead, the final stretch begins as your team fights to stay alive and defend the Necronomicon as the demon player tries to destroy it.
We can't hold the battlements! We will hold! We must protect the book!
While trying to achieve these objectives, you are looting areas, looking for items that heal, ammo for guns, weapons, and most important of all, an item called Pink F, which you use to increase the stats of your survivor.
Pink is a proprietary mix of liqueurs and spirits garnished with orange rind and nutmeg. Oh, and there's has a shit ton of ketamine in it.
By the end of the match, during the final objective, hopefully your scavenging has paid off, and you'll have good weapons and full skills, which makes you harder to kill. But the demon player also has some tricks up their sleeve.
Live again.
Playing as the demon is incredibly fun, and in a sense, you're more of a dungeon master than killer. You set traps to scare survivors, summon undead hordes to attack and stall players' progress, possess both NPC allies and enemy players. The toolbox for the demon is really complex and will take some time to master, as playing the demon is a lot harder than playing the survivor. The game currently has 3 types of demon to play as: the Warlord, Puppeteer, and Necromancer. Each has different abilities, minions to summon, and a unique playstyle that you will have to learn. Not to mention building up your demon with talent points during the game to increase energy received, cooldowns on summoning units, and improving traps. The potential to find the ultimate build and get there as fast as possible is a great drive to improve your survival killing skills. Flying across the map from the demon's POV is great and is pulled directly from the films. While there are currently only 2 maps in rotation, they are both incredibly large in scale. They also rotate weather and seasons. The cabin map might have thunderstorms and rain one session, then be snow-covered in another, which gives the large-scale maps more variety overall. You can also drive in the game using vehicles, and while it may not always be a good idea to hop in a car, the physics in off-roading can lead to some very funny and memorable team moments. It's pretty clear that the developers want you to stick to the roads, but certain team members may have other ideas.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Playing online matches allows you to level up your chosen survivor or demon, giving you talent points to spend that increase a multitude of things, from straight up damage to more health, and many other small buffs that make you stronger as you commit to a specific survivor or demon. You're also awarded points you can cash in to level up other class trees, which is a fun motivator to chase, as putting points into both survivor and demon specific trees make you exceptionally stronger the more time you put into them. The game's environment also looks gorgeous, with brushes and trees waving in the wind, rain pouring, and some of the most beautiful animated finishers I've seen in a game in a long time. Seriously, the animation team should be commended for their efforts here. Each weapon has multiple finishing animations, and they look and sound just as brutal, with that classic over-the-top feel the Evil Dead franchise is known for.
Next one of you primates even touches me.
It's not all perfect though. There were some bugs I encountered. We had a teammate get stuck in a wall that they weren't able to get out of. In another game, my demon UI vanished and I wasn't able to do anything but move around. There were also some instances where my survivor got locked up for no reason, and I wasn't able to move until hit by an enemy. While I didn't encounter these bugs constantly, it was frustrating when I did.
For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
The game also offers single-player missions that serve as a type of narrative that throws back to the Evil Dead shows and films. While these missions do provide good practice for learning the combat and scavenging for items, some of them are an absolute chore to grind through. And with no checkpoints, once you die, you're forced to start the mission from the very beginning, and some of these take 20+ minutes to complete. You'll have to finish all of the missions too if you want to unlock more survivors. The game gives no alternate way to unlock these characters. I can appreciate trying to diversify the gameplay with these single-player missions, but once you play them and unlock the character, you'll never want to do them again.
21st century.
Evil Dead the game surprised me in every single way. It was more than I expected. The attention to detail on the characters, enemies, and environments, the Nobi cabin in particular is outstanding and nearly a one-for-one replica. The finishers are beautiful, the environment's eerie and creepy, the gameplay loop addictive, but most importantly, it's fun. Boss Team Games and Saber Interactive should be hailed for their attention to detail to Evil Dead the game. And it's quite apparent a lot of love, time, and care went into it. Even if you're not a fan of the films or have no clue what Evil Dead is, there's still plenty to enjoy here. If you are a fan of Evil Dead, Dead by Daylight, or any other asymmetrical game, it's imperative that you pick up Evil Dead the game. And at a price point of $39.99, with crossplay across all platforms, you'd be a fool not to. In the words of the Kardarian demon himself, join us. Hey folks, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit that like, sub, and notification button. It's 3 small clicks for you, but means the world to us. For more reviews and everything else gaming related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.
Hail to the king, baby.